I was just going to Burger King just to get a drink because they do lovely Dr. Pepper with vanilla and cherry. And this cat is lovely. I hope when I get my cat it will be just as blessed as this cat. No biting, like, just loves it. I love this cat. And while I was there, I was just thinking about, I've got a video about fours and TikTok says it's broken terms of service when I was just talking about number 4. So I'm going to do a new one and try it now. Basically, 4 in my life is everywhere. Like, let's just talk about my family and what I've noticed in my life. My first address was 24 Conway Crescent in Milton Keynes. That's when I was a baby. That was my first address. I have 3 brothers. I'm the 4th. I'm the 4th sibling. So there's 4 of us. I asked how many children they have. Darren has 4 kids. Adam has 4 kids. Lee has 4 kids. What else? My mum's surname has changed 4 times. Her surname was Shaw in the beginning. She got married to Hardwick, my brother's father. Then she got divorced. Then she married my Jamaican father, Senior, my surname. Then when I had to move house, she divorced my dad, and her name went back to her Shaw name, which is Shaw. So it's changed 4 times. I nearly died on the 24th of December in 2021. I fell 4 stories from the roof of my 3rd floor apartment. I lost the keys to my room, so I climbed on the roof from the landing and I went all the way to my roof and jumped down. I've done it 3 times, but I fell the 4th time. Guess what number the house was? Number 4. So I'm in hospital, then I'm in a coma for 74 days, and the house where I nearly died is number 4. And then the first address they moved me to, the second address out of hospital, was number 4. And then the 3rd address they moved me to in Newquay by my mother's was number 4. And where I'm living right now is in Truro, my 4th address. There's 4 again. It's number 4. Any more in my life, any more in my family. My dad's address is SG6 4 in Letchworth. My brother Adam, he had a stillborn and he died on the 4th of May. There's another 4. Then I started looking at the words. For example, see, there's a 4. For example, fork. We eat food with fork. What a surprise! It sounds like a 4 to me. And the cars have 4 wheels. There's another 4. And north, east, south, west is 4. A square, a phone has 4 corners, 4. And I start looking at words, like how many words have 4 letters in them. Like my door has 4 words on it, and each word has 4 letters. Fire, door, keep, shut. You know, what a surprise. Then I started looking at words like love, hate, rain, take, fake. There are so many words. Like, I could make a 3-hour video about the words that have 4 letters. It's so shocking. There are so many words that have 4 letters. Like, and it's number 4. Even the word number 4, F-O-U-R, 4 letters. So that's a bit. So what else is there? Then I started looking at like my last 4 generation. I'm 34. What year is it? 2024. There's 2. So I started looking at the last 4 generations. I was born in 1990. So I started looking at 84, 94, 2004, and 2014. Just those 4. So in 84, I started looking at the movies that came out, and I was in shock by how many movies that came out that year. For example, there's another 4, Terminator, the film that made Arnold Schwarzenegger so famous. Ghostbusters, Nightmare on Elm Street, the guy with knives as fingers that kills people, came out 84. Karate Kid came out 84. I'm trying to remember them, but there are dozens of films that came out in 84, and these films have shaped our generation, our culture. And this is just 84. And then I started looking at songs that came out in 84. Biggie's most famous song, you know, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, When I Was Broke Man I Couldn't Picture This, 1984, his most famous song. there are so many other songs. Then I started looking at 2004. Guess what films came out? The Passion of Christ, that film about Jesus where he dies. The Passion came out 2004. This is when I started taking ecstasy, when I was 14. The horror film, I can't remember the name. But in the video I will add all these films that came out in 84, 94, 2004, 2014, and you'll be blown away by what songs are there, what films came out. And then I started looking at the Bible. The most famous verse is John chapter 3 verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes on him should not perish but have everlasting life. What does it say at the beginning? For. Now it's not spelled F-O-U-R, it's spelled F-O-R, for God so loved the world, for, you know, all things work together for the good. And I started looking at words, like what about the words forget? Oh, I forgot that. I'm going to be in heaven forever. I'm sorry about these thoughts of mine. I'm just telling you these thoughts. Even like foreskin, fornication, fortune, therefore, take therefore no thought for tomorrow, trouble it has enough sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. One of my lyrics, take therefore no thought for tomorrow. You know, like heaven, not heaven, forever, be in heaven forever. You see what I'm saying? There's so much stuff I'm forgetting, and I started looking at commandments. The fourth commandment is you shall work 7 days, but you shall not work on the Sabbath, Saturday. For some reason, the Sabbath is Saturday. The Catholic Church changed it to a Sunday. Crazy, that's true. They did that. And why are you so happy on Saturday? Like, that's when we go for meals. That's when you go out with your family for a meal. You go to the cinema. You're happy because it's Saturday, the Sabbath. And if you read the commandment, it says God has blessed the Sabbath day and he's holied it. And you know why we say we're going on holiday? Like, where did you go on holiday last year, this year? Where are you going on holiday? You know why we call it holiday? It's because of the fourth commandment. God has holied it. He's hallowed it. Holy. So he's blessed this number 4. And when I look in society, when I look at films, books, video games, for example, there's that word again. The most famous Grand Theft Auto game that came out was GTA San Andreas. That came out in 2004. There's so much stuff I'm forgetting to say. Yeah, the Bible. So how many days was Jesus in the desert for? There's the word again, for 40 days and 40 nights. How many days was Moses in Egypt? He was there for 40 years, and then he kills an Egyptian, and then he's in the desert for 40 years. Then God sends him back to Egypt after 40 years when he's 80 to remove the Jews from Israel. And then he crossed the Red Sea, then they go into Mount Sinai. Then when he goes up to the mountain to get the 10 Commandments, guess how long he's up there for? 40 days. And the Jews think he's gone, so they build a golden calf, like, because they came from Egypt, so they know it's like an idol. And Moses comes down and he's furious, and then they have to wander in a desert for 40 years as punishment. Like, this is all Bible. And it rained for 40 days and 40 nights when it was a flood. There was all the kings of Egypt. You've got King David, King Saul. Saul was the first king. Then it was David. Then it was Solomon. Then there was, I don't know, but there's 4 kings of Egypt, and they each one served for 40 years. You know, what a surprise. You know, and like, there's so many scriptures which has a 4 in it. I've been sat here for like 10 minutes with this cat. Ain't you lovely? I hope I get a cat and it's just as calm as this. You know, like, when I move house. But yeah, I'm at my 4th address where I will be housed. That's the 4th. It's 2024. Another 4. Oh, it's gone. You going? You going? Alright, I'll go get my drink now. Oh, my leg. See you later. Right. Hopefully TikTok will allow this video. I can't believe they banned the last video I made for whatever reason, breaking terms of service. How? I'm just talking about the number 4. And I forgot about many other 4s. But I will make a video one day and I will show you all the films, all the games, all the songs, all the things that happened on the 4. So grace and peace.